Good afternoon. It's Kirsty, obviously. It is Saturday, the 13th of February, the day before Valentine's Day. Um, and I thought I would just do a quick video because, and I will actually try and make it quick, I'll not ramble on as much as I normally do. Just a quick update on things in general, life, from a health perspective anyway. So yesterday I was very lucky in that I managed to get a vaccine, COVID vaccine. So I was away at the GP surgery, getting that yesterday morning. I got the Pfizer jab. And I don't know why, I was kind of expecting to get the AstraZeneca one. So when I did get the Pfizer, I was a bit like, okay. Not that I, had much choice, well, any choice in the matter. I think I was just a bit more wary of getting Pfizer because, as far as I've read, and I might be misinformed here, it uses a new kind of technology for vaccinations, which hasn't been used before on a wide scale. And I was just a bit anxious as to, knowing my history of having immune problems, whether that would be a good idea or not. But as it happens, well, I had it, so it must be fine, I'm assuming. Fingers crossed. So yesterday I didn't really have any side effects, just a bit of a sore arm. Today my arm is really quite sore. I woke up during the night as well, like obviously leaning on it, and then it was like, ow. I mean, I get that with the flu jab every year, but I would say that this is probably more this time. And also, like when I was in the shower today, I don't know if it's just psychological, but I think that my arm is a bit swollen. Either that or I've like developed biceps in my left arm, defined biceps, which I don't have in my right arm. But anyway, other than that, I'm not feeling terribly unwell. I was able to go for a walk yesterday and today, and I've been cleaning the house, so on and so forth. So yeah. How do I feel about having the vaccine? I think that it's great, and I'm very glad that I have had it. Because I do think, as much as I am clinically considered to be vulnerable, um, there's a whole load of people out there, and well, COVID is so random anyway. It's like a Russian roulette. It seems to be, in terms of who gets seriously ill with it and who doesn't even show symptoms. So as far as I'm concerned, everybody's at risk. Um, and it just so happens that I'm been lucky enough to receive that vaccine. So yes, I'm very happy to have had it, and I feel good having had it. But at the same time, I think that it's not a card to then go and join my neighbour across the flat, the corridor, who has been having COVID parties and is a carer. But we'll, yeah, she says rough as a badger's backside. But anyway, yeah, so I should probably not say that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to run out and join her at her parties. Let's say that. I'm not gonna start, seeing loads of friends and cuddling them and thinking I'm immune, because I'm not. That's not what a vaccine does. Or it doesn't in this case anyway. Yeah, I might feel a little bit more comfortable when the shops start opening up, restaurants start opening up to go out. And I think that, once on a wider scale people are vaccinated, then that's when the safety sort of kicks in a little bit more, and you feel a bit more secure. But it's not as if I have this immense relief now that I'm able to go outside, because I'm on a Facebook group basically for these people who've had a liver transplant, even though I've not had one, and they have been mostly down in England getting their jabs, and putting on this group that they're so relieved, they're so happy to have had the jab, because I think that for a lot of them they have been strictly shielding, because they live in big cities down south where it's been particularly badly hit. So yeah, a lot of these people haven't actually left their houses very much at all for the past year, whereas I've been very lucky in that I feel reasonably comfortable to go and go for walks and meet friends and things like that on a one-to-one basis. So my life hasn't been curtailed as much. But yeah, they're commenting saying, "Wow, I'm so happy to have had the vaccine." So a light on the horizon kind of thing. And yes, I do think it is a cause for celebration, obviously, and it's, you know, it's a positive thing, but I don't think it's the silver bullet solution that will, you know, mean that we can go back to normal like that once everyone's had their vaccines, because I don't think that's the case. And in fact, I think that, you know, COVID is going to be with us, from what I've read, for decades, if not centuries. Do you know, like we're still vaccinating against the 1918 influenza when we're getting our flu jabs every year. So yeah, it's not something that's ever going to just disappear and we're going to snap back into life as it was in 2019 or 2018. But certainly I think that, you know, it's a step in the right direction. But like I say, I think from my perspective as well, I'm going to have to, for the rest of my life probably, which is quite scary to think about, and I don't really dwell on it too much, but I'm probably going to have to take extra considerations that I might not have necessarily needed to take had COVID not been a thing. So, you know, things like, I mean, not that I'm intending on getting married anytime soon, considering I don't even have a partner, but if I was ever to get married, I don't think that it will be a big celebration like I might have had in my head. I don't think that it's like the first and only example I can think off the top of my head, which is really sad. But yeah, in terms of like traveling and going places and things now, yeah, it was a risk before COVID. Now, you know, I can't see it happening for me anyway. You know, traveling here, there, and everywhere. I guess that's something that is, you know, affects a lot of people as well. It's not just people who are clinically ill. There's going to be restrictions on travel to some degree for everybody. Work opportunities as well, you know, like there's just so many. I don't even want to sit here and list all the different things that, you know, we're going to have to consider differently going forward. But I think that, yeah, for now I'm happy to have had the vaccine. I think it's a positive thing. But I'm not, like I say, convinced that that's going to be you know, like, whew, that's me done now. I'm not needing to worry about COVID for the rest of my life. It's not the case. But anyway, so I hope you are all keeping well. I hope you're all healthy and not going mad in lockdown 3 or whatever, 4 or whatever this is. I don't even know, I've lost count. I think what is getting to I mean, I'm personally I remain quite upbeat. I think I'm very lucky in that that's kind of my temperament. And I take things a day at a time anyway. But I think that now a lot of people are starting to struggle. If they didn't before, then it's hitting them now, just because of the, you know, it's winter, it's not nice weather, it's dark, it's dingy. There just seems to be no end to it, no end date to when things will get back to some level of normality. We just seem to be sort of suspended in this, I don't know, purgatory. But hopefully I'm positive that, you know, things will get better this year, or at least we will have adapted to life with COVID, because we're gonna have to. Yeah, so try and keep positive, try and go easy on yourself, and most importantly, stay healthy and stay safe. Until next time, bye.